Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the gimmick level. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's been a little while. Just a bit. But yeah, now it's finally time to actually work on the gimmick level once again. We're basically going to be continuing off where we left off last time and work on this next part here. And the gimmick I want to do in this part is I want to do something a little bit more trigger heavy, because this was just fancy structuring and interesting portals. You know, you have to go down through here, you have to go up through here. This part, literally just a spider duel, and then this part is more trigger heavy. But I want to do something trigger heavy because the last couple parts have been not very many triggers involved. I mean, literally, did I literally just pause the background for this part? Oh my god, dude. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And the gimmick that I want to go with here is this gimmick here, which is you go through, it's got some objects that kind of move down, but then it's got toggle triggers. Toggle triggers? Toggle orbs, yeah, which basically move these structures up and down every time you click them. You can go with some very unique, different ways of beating the level, right? I can probably boom like that, yeah, and then I can get on the bottom layer. Fail a triple spike. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the gimmick that I kind of want to go with for this part here. So yeah, let's hop into the editor and start building, I guess. So first things first, I think I want to stay as a cube for this. And then I kind of want to split this into two sections. I want to have this section here where it's wow, and then it'll slow down here. And the reason for that is because this, I feel like this gameplay would be a little bit goofy being 3 times speed, and I kind of want to just slow it down again anyway, right? So let's go ahead and I guess start to try to get this working. So we need a new group of 242 here. And I'm going to start by moving 242 up by 20 in 0.1, I guess. All right, so I jumped straight into some trigger stuff here and managed to just fail completely. Twice. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just for now, it kind of works. Maybe we can do a 2x2 door type thing so that you land on this structure here, but then when you click that orb, it opens up for you. Yeah. So that's all well and good, but if I place down another one of these triggers here maybe, and then I'm thinking of doing a thing where you have to boom 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 like that, you can see that it just moves it up again. Alright, so now I should probably try to make these actually work. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to start off by giving these all a group, which they've already got, 242. And I'm going to put down a move trigger that moves 242 up by 20 on a 0.2 with an easing of bounce out. You could tell I've already done this before. Been having a couple issues with the triggers, but anyway, that should work. Yep, okay, cool. I really like the bounce easing for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Anyway, so now that I have that working, I'm gonna copy paste it and make it -20 so that it moves back. I'm going to make both of them spawn triggered and multi-trigger, just like so. So now the only way to activate these move triggers is through other triggers. If we just go through them, in regular game, they don't do anything. Even if I scatter them like so, they don't do anything anymore, right? And so if we give these some groups of 245 and 247, if we set this to toggle 245, then we can see that moves it up, right? And that works, right? But I want it to toggle between them, and at the moment it doesn't really do that. I want it to move up and then move back down when you click it again. So it needs to toggle between these two. And the way I'm going to do this is a little bit fancy, but I'm essentially going to be using collision blocks. So I'm going to set up a little setup where I've got 2 up here. Going to scale them down a little bit just to be safe. And then I'm going to have another collision box up here, which I'm also going to scale down even more. That'll kind of rotate around the center and then go in each of these to toggle between them, right? So this one is going to be moving. So let's make this a new block ID like so, and then make a dynamic block. And then these are just going to get new block IDs of 26 and 27. Apparently we've used a lot of collision blocks, I think in the randomized part, right? But yeah, anyway, now I think what I want to do is I want to set up this rotation. So let's give this group 248 and then give a little center point, which I like using this as a center point because it's a dot. And then let's just set up this rotation real quick. Shouldn't take too long. I'll make it real quick, just like so. So now we should see that, yep, that rotates around and then hits the other collision block, right? And then the way that we're going to detect that is we need a couple of, can you guess it? Collision triggers. So this one is basically going to be when block 25 collides with block 26. So when they go inside of each other, it'll activate whatever this group is, which is 247. Yeah, I'll make that spawn trigger as well and then activate the group. That's important. And so basically when this block collides with this block, this trigger will get activated. And I'm just going to indicate that using a little arrow like so. And then I'm going to copy paste this this and then make it kind of similar, but make it block 27, and then it needs to activate this, which is 245, like so. And then so when we go through that rotate trigger, yep, it rotates up like so. And then I can even put down another rotate trigger just after it, and it should move up and then back down like so. Yeah, cool. So now essentially all we need to do is we need to get this rotate trigger and then make this board triggered as well, and then give that a new group of 251, and that is essentially what we are going to be activating when we hit these toggle orbs. So now whenever we hit these, they should toggle between them, right? Like so. Nice. Okay, so we've got that working now, which is really cool. All right, well now I think it's about time to pretty much just build the rest of the gameplay here. But what kind of gameplay do I want to go with? Well, let's go back to my little prototype level of sorts and give it a quick look. There's so many possibilities for like what I can do in this part, right? Which I think is quite cool. But like in this level here, I did like a pick a path type thing. And I don't think I want to do a pick a path. Like I want there to be one like actual path that you have to take, because we did something kind of, not really similar, but kind of similar, I guess, with this robot part here. I kind of started building some structuring to like mess around with it and realized that the structuring of just doing platforms was going to be very similar and having like orbs all over the place and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do another pick a path part just yet. Maybe I will in the future, but like not yet. And so I think I'm going to go something more in line with Toe 3 for one specific part. This part here, where it's got like the different toggle bits here that you have to click some of them, right? Like that one you have to hit that one, you have to hit that one. But then that one you have to avoid. And it's like, there's only one path you can take through there. It's very linear. But I kind of like that, right? So that's what I want to go with for this part. I want it to be a little bit more linear than the, like, you know, pick a path part we had earlier in the level. And yeah, that was recorded at the beginning of the video, but I put it here because, I don't know, it made more sense with the video. Anyway, building the gameplay. I started by putting a blue pad out of the transition into the slower part here, and then just kind of started building up these longer platforms. That's kind of what I wanted to go with for the structuring here. Then, instead of having the block up here where it didn't really make much sense, I shifted it down, doubled it up, and then built a pit of spikes. So if you want to survive it, you have to click the toggle orbs to make the little like bridge, I guess, appear. Issue though, you could just jump straight over it, so I had to add a couple spikes here. And then from there, I don't know, I just kind of added more toggle orbs that you had to click before the block so that the block would be in the right place for you to jump. That was until this point. I wanted to make one that you couldn't click, and if you clicked it, you die. And the way I did that was with this platform up here, this platform down here, and a couple spikes up the top here. And so if you click the toggle orb, the block comes up and essentially blocks your path down the bottom and gives you a straight path into death. Perfect. And then from there, I just did a little triple click thing where you like and then you like jump off of the platform once you click the blue orb. I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat. I was worried about it being a little bit too hard, but after shifting things around, I was pretty happy with the end result. Alright, yeah, well, I'm pretty happy with this gameplay, honestly. It's a pretty short part, but I kind of like that, to be honest. A decent chunk of these parts have been very long, so having another short part like this ball part here, just like a little one to slot in there, kind of nice, you know? But now it's time to actually start decorating this, which I'm a little bit nervous for, but we'll see how we go. First of all, the colors. I'm thinking of maybe, I'm gonna pulse it to an intermediate kind of like, wow. Could be interesting if we do a background kind of like this and then have most of the details on the foreground be green. Would that look good? Let me just like, I don't know, put together some form of random design here with these and then like that and then like, I don't know, like that or something. Could look kind of cool. So for these like shifting blocks, I was thinking of almost doing like puzzle pieces could be neat. I haven't used these very much, but I used them kind of more recently in a level and I think they're kind of neat, so I kind of want to use them. Now, of course, gotta color them. I think 43 for the outline, and then the inside can be like something else. Yeah, it looks okay, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking maybe instead of the base being 43, I'll do a different color that's kind of like a bright pink, like that. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to give these new groups like so, and then kind of pulse them down with the green color maybe. Ooh, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Have that just like constantly pulsating. All right, that about pulses with the music, I think. And then I can also add just like a little bit of glow to try and make that look a little bit nicer as well. Surely I've got one that's like, yes, 0.5. It looks really goofy. Maybe even, oh, okay, hear me out, right? Instead of having these invisible blocks, I'm actually gonna put outlines around them, right? Like so. And then I'm gonna give these the groups as well. So 252. Yeah, I really like that actually, but maybe instead of this being like completely white, I'll make the object color kind of... No, I'll just give it a separate color. There's no reason to make the object color fade. And that can be like a nice brighter purple like so it like blends in a little bit nicer with the block generally. And then maybe instead of this bottom bit, yeah, okay, hang on. What if for the ground, I have regular outlines like this, right? They kind of go down. I might mess with the structure a little bit, but what I can also do is have like that and that in there. And then if I copy paste this and then put it over the puzzle piece like so, and then like cover that one up as well. And then as you can see, that looks really cool actually. The puzzle pieces are like built into this block. I really like that. Okay. All right, cool. Well, that's really cool actually. Now I need to come up with like a bit of a better design for the block itself. I'm thinking what I could maybe do for this block design is if I use some of these perhaps. And I think what I can do is I can use a base that is like blending. And then yeah, it only shows these like block bits here, right? Have them be green. Ooh, that would be a nice contrast actually. I don't love how the like outline of it, see it's got like a slight outline there. I don't like how that just becomes almost completely invisible. Bright green blending, how about that? Yeah, there we go. That's cool, that's cool. My only issue with it is the structuring is very boring. Like it's literally just a block. What I'm thinking is maybe using, if we go to like one of the last pages, there's these lines here, right? It's essentially just like this line here, but it doesn't have this extra bit sticking out and this extra bit sticking out there. So if we wanted to like make this line stick in, the issue is that this little bit sticks up there, which I don't really love, but we can use this one and then it won't stick up. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to get rid of all of these blocks for now and then maybe chuck you in there somewhere. Ooh, it cuts that off though. What about that type of a structure? That could work. So now I just need to basically delete these ones on the edges and then chuck this in, and then let's chuck that on the other side, and we've got a bit of the start of a structure at least. Yeah, honestly, I think that's fine. I think that works pretty well. With some pulses as well, especially, it'll be quite nice, I reckon. Maybe I can pulse the green to like a white. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna work with that. It's pretty simple, but I think it'll do the trick for now, at least. And once I add more elements of the level, hopefully it'll like start to feel like it blends in a lot more, right? All right, well, I'm gonna start applying this design to the rest of the part, and we can see where we wanna go from there. Alright, cool. Well, I've put a few more of these block designs around the place, and I altered a couple of the structures just to make them fit a little bit better. So like this one, for example, used to just be 2 spikes here. I made it 4 blocks wide just so I could fit one of these like smaller structures in here. Same deal with this guy, same deal with this guy. I added an extra structure here. You know, it just makes it feel a lot more full and a lot better, right? But I wanted to cut back in here because I want to do something different for this. This little section down here, we've got these spikes, which I don't want to remove because if we remove them, then you kind of don't have to click that. But I don't know what I want to do for it particularly yet. I do have kind of an idea, and what I'm thinking is maybe using some of these like curvy objects like so, and then it's like kind of black below here. Oh, but okay, wait, hang on. I have yet another idea. What if I do like a little window that shows that like this puzzle piece block design thing is down here, and then I can make the rest like colored in with black, or maybe another color. I don't know yet, but for now I'm just gonna do black, I think, which I'm just gonna keep going on new layers, screw it. And then for the rest of these, like I could probably just use some slopes to try and fill this in, right? That's kind of cool. I kind of like that, the little window in there. Obviously it needs a little bit more, like I can't just leave it like that particularly. It needs more detail, right? But yeah, dude, that's clean. I like that. I like that. I guess I can probably go ahead and like just continue this design throughout most of the rest of the part. And then maybe we can have another structure kind of in there that's maybe just something like that could work. And then that'll help to fill in a lot more of the space. Okay, yeah, I think that works pretty decently if I do say so myself. This, I might not do this over here and then have like an actual structure down there. Grab one of these 4 wides here, flip it upside down so it's like that, and then chuck you there. That's a chunky structure, but I can also chuck a chunky structure up here, and then that can like kind of finish off the part. Yeah, okay, I think that's quite cool. And then within here, I can probably have more of this type of a design where if I'm just gonna copy paste that and then like flip it vertically like that for now. I think that works, yeah. You see pretty much none of this structure, but I'll continue it down anyway, just to be safe. Alright, cool. So I think I've got pretty much all the structures in that I want to have in. I added another chunky structure up here, and then I added like another one of these, and another one of these over here. Enough structures to kind of fill in the space. And I think if I play this in normal mode, it should hopefully feel pretty, like, relatively claustrophobic, but not too claustrophobic, right? Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe I think I want to go for here. Now... I should probably finish designing these blocks, shouldn't I? Alright, cool. Well, now these are puzzle pieces and not just, like, coagulations of 1.0 blocks. I don't think I've ever said the word coagulation before. Now, I think I want to come up with a design for these little structures in here, because I'm kind of procrastinating designing these anymore. I don't know, I was kind of originally thinking of doing, like, these blocks. But I think if I just do like a default block plus some details that are kind of similar to that and chuck those on the inside. I don't know, it's kind of boring. Maybe I will use these. Make them like even the green color. And I'll put some backing blocks behind them as well. Yeah, that works pretty well as a backing block. And then I can add a little bit of glow over the top because who doesn't like a little bit of glow? You know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't love a little bit of glow, it turns out. I am the one who... knocks. I don't know how I feel about the purple glow. It looks a little bit goofy with the green there, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and then that goes behind. That wasn't what I was going for, but I think having it go behind the like actual design actually works quite well. So if I do that, yeah, that works pretty decently. Okay. And boom. Just like so, we've got those structures designed now, which is nice. The spikes honestly can probably stay the same, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I can put a little detail in them that's green. Maybe one of these, it's scaled up a little bit. It looks kind of goofy, but I actually like it. I'm gonna keep that. I think that's kind of awesome. Cool, and now... You know what, fine. I'll design these. I'll come up with a design for this. If I'm being completely honest, I'm a little bit scared of it, but you know what? It's fine. What if I go to a new layer here? Let's go to layer 5 and chuck some of these guys in there, but make sure it's the one, yeah, the one that doesn't have any like outline bits to it. But yeah, I'll give it the blending color and then chuck that on T3 above everything. Maybe double it up here and then I can put some glow over it, which is also on T3. That is 7. Not 7. 9, the black color. I'm so used to 7 being the black color, but it's not. Okay, and then I can just kind of put the glow around, and then it kind of... Yes! I came up with a design. Let's go. Let's go. That looks sick. Just kind of put that design around the place, and that looks quite cool, I think. Yeah. Oh no, you can see that in normal mode. That's cool. I like that. Okay, hell yeah. This background is way too bright. I'm just coming to the realization now. That looks so much cooler now, dude. Why was it so bright before? Okay, well now, okay, you know what? Let's do some orb design real quick. Cool. Now I want to add a few more details that are on that white color, just to make it, like, accentuate a little bit more, if that makes sense. Does that look stupid, or does that look alright? It looks stupid. That's kind of neat. That's kind of a bit odd. But you know what? That's fine. Nah, I don't like it. I don't know what to do. Maybe some of these could probably work. Yeah, they work. Just some basic connector deco, you know? And then maybe I can chuck some, like, pulsing squares on there and make them green. I do like that, but I might invert it. So those can be the white. And then the, like, these ones going up can be the green. Alright, cool. I've got all the connector deco in, and hopefully this should be starting to look a little bit more decent, I hope. Alright, yep, I think that works. Now, or do I do a background? I might not do a full-on background. Might do something kind of similar to what we have over here, where it's just like, not a full custom background, but just objects that are kind of in the background, right? Maybe I can just do straight up slopes like this that kind of go up, down, and then like around, you know? And then I'll put that on B4s just to make sure it's behind absolutely everything, and then just kind of chuck them in the background here. I might even make it even taller. Yeah, and I think that adds to it a decent bit. Just something there, you know? Something to fill in the background a little bit more. I'm actually really happy with this part. The last thing I probably want to do is a couple background pulses, because, you know, kind of forgot to do that. Nah, I'm going to speed through this, because pulses are usually never really interesting. So first of all, I made the background slowly change hues across the part that kind of syncs a bit to the music. But then what I also did is I made it flash brighter when you click the toggle orb, so it actually kind of syncs to your gameplay rather than purely to the music, right? But luckily luckily, because most of the orbs are already synced to the music, it kind of syncs to the music anyway. And after shifting around the colors of some of the objects in the level just to make it like fit in a bit better with the background colors, the part was essentially complete. Alright, cool. I think this is looking quite cool, actually. Yeah, I'm really proud of this part. This is like pretty much the exact theme I wanted to go for a lot of this level. And I think I pulled it off pretty decently here. I'm very happy with this part. I was very nervous to try and like decorate this. It might be a little bit too cluttered. I don't know yet. I might get rid of some of like the connector deco. For now though, I'm very happy with that deco and I'm very happy with that part in general. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this episode off here. Let's do the full showcase. Alright, well yeah, there we go. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been so long since I did a Gimmick Level episode, but we're back, finally, to not finish the level before 2.2 probably, but that's fine, because I feel like it is the type of level that would absolutely continue into 2.2, so I'm completely fine with continuing this project going into 2.2, but yeah, anyway, for now, really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to all of the members for the support, really appreciate it, and thank you to you for watching as well, and thank you to Cool Guy especially. This is the most unstructured outro ever. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.